Hello and welcome to Kickoff Commentary. My name is Joshua, and today we're going to talk about the Cowboys' third-round draft pick, Michael Gallup. But before we get into Michael Gallup, let's talk a little bit about Dez Bryant. The Cowboys finally decided to part ways with Dez Bryant after 8 seasons with the team. Dez Bryant was an electrifying player throughout most of his tenure with the Cowboys. From 2012 through 2014, Dez Bryant was an elite receiver and arguably the best red zone threat in the entire NFL. During that time, Dez had an fitting 88 catches a year at minimum, 1,200 yards a year at minimum, and 12 touchdowns at a minimum. He capped this off with his monster 2014 campaign where he put up 16 touchdowns, which led the NFL, and the Cowboys went 12-4 and made the playoffs. Unfortunately for Dez and for the fans, everything kind of went downhill after that. In 2015, Dez had his first really bad year in the NFL, compounded with his injuries and injuries to Tony Romo. Bryant in this season was held under 500 yards for the first time in a long time. The following season, 2016, Dez was a little bit better, but without Tony Romo there, with rookie quarterback Dak Prescott, Bryant's production was better, but it wasn't really good. In 2017, Dez Bryant played his first full season since his monster 2014 campaign, and unfortunately, it was clear that he was no longer the same player he was. He put up less than 1,000 yards and just 6 touchdowns. After that campaign, the Cowboys decided to cut Dez Bryant. Was that the right move? I could kind of see it from both sides. Dez Bryant took up a ton of targets in the NFL last season, 12th in the entire league, and only came down with just over half of them. That's simply not good enough. As well, Dez Bryant at times never really seemed to have chemistry with Dak Prescott, and that really affected his play as well. Most importantly for Dez's release is that he was still getting paid to be the player he was in 2014, when clearly he wasn't. On the other hand, a diminished Dez Bryant is still a very talented football player and one that a lot of teams really could use to have, including maybe the Cowboys. Most importantly for Dez, it's not entirely his fault that his production went down. As I mentioned earlier, he never really had good chemistry with Dak Prescott, who himself had a down year in 2017. The two never really got it right. Maybe a third year with Dak would have given Dez the boost he needed to be a good player again. Who knows? Personally, I hate to see the Cowboys' all-time leader in receiving touchdowns lead the team, but if that's what Dak needs to take the step forward, so be it. But enough about Dez Bryant, let's get on to the real star of this video and his eventual replacement, Michael Gallup. Michael Gallup is a 6'1", 200-pound wide receiver out of the Colorado State University. Gallup was born in Atlanta, Georgia, where he played 4 sports in high school: football, basketball, baseball, and he ran track. His senior season, he had 1,000 all-purpose yards and 14 touchdowns at the positions. His talent was clearly there, but his grades unfortunately were not, and he had to go to Butler County Community College for 2 years. After those 2 seasons, he went to Colorado State and he never looked back. His first year there, he had 76 catches, 1,200 yards, and 14 touchdowns, the yards and touchdowns leading the conference. As a senior, he improved even further, putting up a school record 100 catches for 1,400 yards and 7 touchdowns. Despite only playing 2 years at Colorado State, Gallup left in the top 5 in every major receiving category. Most impressive about Michael Gallup, though, is how he got those numbers. He was crazy efficient. In college, he had a 0.0 red zone drop rate, far and away the best in the nation. That's right, in his 2 years at Colorado State, Michael Gallup never dropped a pass in the red zone. That's part of the reason he was Pro Football Focus's #1 receiver heading into the draft, and definitely why he's the prospect I'm most excited to see play for the Cowboys this season. Here's hoping he can make Cowboy Nation go, Dez who? So what do you guys think of Michael Gallup? Is he the next Dez Bryant, or is he the next Antonio Bryant? Let me know down in the comments and tell me some more guys you'd like to see on Rookie Rundown. If you like this video, leave a like. If you want to see more, definitely subscribe. Have a great day. I hope you enjoyed, and join us next time when we cover the Cowboys' first 4th round pick, Dorrance Armstrong Jr.